So let's talk about thyroid health and stress. What does stress have to do with thyroid? Actually, a lot. And there's a huge connection between the two, and it's not some kind of woo-woo connection, but it's some actual real physiological stuff that is happening between the two. Stress levels are moderated by these tiny little glands that sit on top of our kidneys. They're small, those glands, but they're quite important. They have a quite important role in our body's processes, and one of those roles is to manage stress levels. So when our adrenals are stressed, are taxed by a lot of stress, they can actually impact our thyroid health, and vice versa. When our thyroid is not well, it can impact our adrenals. So what is stress? And by stress, I mean things like ongoing psychological stress, one big traumatic event. It could be ongoing illness or one major illness. It could be the foods that you eat that are not good for your body. So foods that you might be intolerant to. So how do you know you have adrenal imbalance, or as they call it, adrenal fatigue? There's a few things that you can look for, a few symptoms. So one of them is actually salt cravings. Another one is fatigue in the afternoon, difficulty staying asleep, getting second wind at night, so you can feel like you can keep on working or partying until 1 a.m., low blood pressure, low blood sugar levels, and recurring infections, colds and flus, so your immune system is down. So those are some of the things to look for, as you will notice that some of these symptoms actually resemble thyroid imbalance. So, and both thyroid imbalance and adrenal fatigue can happen at the same time, and often does happen. So sometimes it might be difficult to tease out which one is which, if there's only adrenal fatigue or only thyroid imbalance. So you can actually get tested. If you are hearing that you might be experiencing adrenal fatigue, you can test for it, and you can ask your functional doctor or your naturopath for a test. It's either a saliva test or dried urine test. It's called Dutch test. There's also blood test, which is not one of my favorites. So those are the things that you can do to figure out if you actually have it or not. And then what do you do? What do you do if you have adrenal fatigue? There's actually good news is that there's a lot of things you can do. So one of the things you can do is obviously take care of how you manage your stress. You cannot remove stressors from your life, so don't even try that. But you have control of how you handle the stressors. So different things work for different people. You know, some people like to do meditation, others like to do yoga. There's actually specific yoga poses that you can incorporate that support your adrenal health. I teach my clients a very simple technique where they use their breath to manage stress, and it's very powerful yet simple. So lifestyle is obviously very important in managing adrenal fatigue. Sleep is tremendously vital. So making sure you get enough sleep, and that's when you heal your adrenals, while you sleep. Removing foods that you're intolerant to, and you can do that by elimination diet, and that is something that I do in my practice. And there's supplements as well, and knowing which stage of adrenal fatigue is important, which you can find out through testing. So once you know which stage you're in, you will know which supplements to incorporate. Actually, one of my favorite supplements is an herb. It's an adaptogenic herb called ashwagandha, and I use it every day. Actually, I drink it as tea. So as you see, there's a lot of things you can incorporate, and can definitely help get the adrenals in balance. You can find me at my home on the internet at myhealthbeat.com, or you can email me at coachsvetlana@myhealthbeat.com. Thank you so much.